Okay, time for the next phase of this test. It is 2:18. Batteries are at 14.19. 17 watts being drawn right now because the inverter is on and the Orion charger is on. The Orion's drawing 10 watts. And we are now going to repeat what we did yesterday, but just at colder temperatures on this air conditioner. So let's kick it on. What do we see? We were at 17. Oh, it went right to, it fired up. And I've got it set where we're trying to get down to 74 degrees. Okay, here we go. It's killing it. We're down to 13.76. But I did tell it to go to 73. Let's go back to 74. 73 is ridiculous. So, 74, compressor is on. We're at a 13.68 from 14.19 in a matter of seconds. And let's see how we do on this. Okay, we had a few intense minutes of running. And we're at 74 degrees in here. By the way, I've set the air conditioner to eco and remote sync. So it's picking the temperature up from that guy. And 74, we're now off. It dropped it down to about 13.1. It's back up to 13.4. We're charging at 146 watts. It is now 2:38. We began that test. Don't remember. I got the video here. We'll see. And the Orion dropped off because my Orion, it comes on at 14.2, but as soon as the battery goes to 13.5, it shuts off. That's 100% of the battery. And that's why we're only drawing 12 watts. That's just the inverter. And the extra 2 watts is this little guy here, checking to see if he should run or not. That's all it takes to have this display on and have him sitting in standby. So let's see what the next runs are like. Here's the initial results of that test running. We're trying to get down to 74 degrees, and it's got it. The air conditioner has kicked off. It's in idle mode. That's why we're only showing 13 watts or 11. We got 142 coming in from the panel, and this is pushing back up. Remember, it had run it back down to somewhere in the low 13s, and now it's back up to 1409. 14.1 coming up in just a second here. There you go, 14.13. So it doesn't seem to make any difference no matter how cold you want to make it. Once the little AC unit has driven down to that temperature, it just runs at the normal, 70 or 80 watts, trying to maintain that on those 11-minute intervals. Very good little unit. And then we'll kick the compressor in. Okay, guys, we're going to call this one a wrap. It is 5:53, sorry. And we've been running it now since about 2 o'clock. I kicked it down to 74 degrees, and it's just fine. The battery's running at 100%. It's continuing to run the air conditioner with just running the fan. I just kicked it into a lower mode just to see what was going on with it there, but it's able to maintain 74 degrees in there with just the cooling feature of the air conditioner without actually kicking in the compressor, other than back when it did here at 2 o'clock. And it really got it down cooler then. I took a little nap in there. It was actually very comfortable. I woke up with a little bit of a stuffy nose. It was very cold. So we're at 100%. It seems that it's not causing any more of a significant drain going for 74 versus 76. I kind of thought it might. But I'm just wrapping this test up. And that's that. I think this is a fantastic air conditioner. It's going to run. And what it does is every 11 minutes, it senses to see, do I need to just run my little cooling feature and maintain this temperature, or do I need to run and kick in the compressor, which will draw 400 watts. That little cooling feature only draws 70 to 80 watts. And at 70 to 80 watts, this system is just simply meeting that need from the solar panel. And after running all night, getting the battery down to 13.2, it brought it back up to 100%, 13.5 at 11:11. And then by 2 o'clock, I was back at 14.2 volts. It was about to go into float again. So can be done. I wish I had bought 3 100 amp hour batteries. I wish I had just one more 100 amp hour unit there. It's all I need in this South Florida sun. The weather's gorgeous here, and now we're about ready to get our little evening thunder shower. So we get consistent sun. And I should be able to run this every night and just have it be replenished every day by the sun there. But if I just had that one extra battery, I think it would give me enough of a buffer where if I had a couple of cloudy days, I might be okay also, you know. But I don't want to buy another 200 amp hour. Not if this thing only goes down to 70%. I just think it's overkill. But again, I wish I had 3 100s now, rather than having started out with a 200. So that'd be my advice to you. This is doable. That Frigidaire 5000 BTU unit can do it. A 240 watt panel will replenish you in South Florida. And the thing is, do you want to start out with a 200 amp hour battery that if you have to add to it, you got to go buy another 200? Or do you start out with 2 100s, and then if you want to add it, it's only another 100? That's half the cost. $400 for a 100 amp hour battery versus $719 for a 200 amp hour. So consider that. All right, guys, that's the end of the testing. Can be done.